It's hard to tell somebody that you don't want to be in a relationship, but it's even harder to live with them. Forcing yourself in, dreaming everything will be alright eventually. But deep in your heart, you know it won't. From not knowing the spelling of Valentine's Day, but still wanting to write a card to someone unattainable when I was 15, to seeing one's boyfriend to go on a date with someone else, curling up on an icy cold bed in a snowy evening when I was 19, boyfriend not buying any gift on her first Valentine's Day and not appreciating what I gave him when I was 25, reading a long Facebook post from a man once I adored about a woman he loved when I am 32. Valentine's Day is when my heart aches. So strange. I always believed I was famous among men. Every time the Valentine's Day comes, it brings back all the memories and then I feel cold. Welcome to my channel. My name is Samana Casey, and if you are an actor, entrepreneur or business owner trying to promote yourself and your business, then you want to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because I post a video every week about personal branding. I have arrived at the point in my life when I don't need anything from anyone. I am self-sufficient and then capable of giving. If you are interested in my definition of love, then you want to stick until the end of this video. My friends call me serial monogamist because I've been jumping into one relationship to another without thinking what is good for me and what's not. I would say they were not even relationships, they were situationships. Situationship, otherwise known as coincidence or love at first sight. When two individuals are nice to each other, they may kiss or may even have had sex. And because they have done all the above, they decide to live together and get married as well. In a situationship, there will be no dates, no gifts, and Valentine's Day is way out of sight. And there's no space in the head to think if this is good for them or not. No space in the head to think if this is what they want. Once everything is settled down and the emotional storm has passed, they sit in the corner of their house and think, what the fuck just has happened? What did I just do? This has been the story of my first marriage. My journey of romance has been one situationship after another. And I'm so glad they didn't work out. So today I'm going to talk about 6 red flags that we usually ignore in our relationship that I surely overlooked in my past relationship and wonder what's wrong with my relationships. The first red flag you want to see in a relationship if you are always confused in a relationship. You are either happy or not. If you have to figure out every day in a relationship like what's happening, it's exhausting. If you feel someone is not appreciating you, then trust your feeling. This applies to not only romantic relationship but all the other relationships. Because there is something called ancient wisdom that all of us have. You just need to trust that. It's your guts or sixth sense. You should never ignore it. You are either appreciated or not, and you will know if you are appreciated. I have wasted most of my 20s trying to figure out some people while the people who understood me was standing right next to me. Red flag number 2 is when you are constantly unhappy. Red flags in the beginning can turn into a bigger problem in the future. You can't rely on someone else to make you happy all the time, but if you are constantly unhappy, then maybe this is the time to leave. Because you may have heard, if somebody is making you cry all the time, then you want to think if you are in a relationship with a person or an onion. Red flag number 3 is toxic communication. Researchers have shown 3 ways of communication in a romantic relationship: mutual constructive, demand withdrawal, and mutual avoidance. In a mutual constructive, you talk with your partner and work towards the solution. And if you are doing that, then you are doing great. But in the demand withdrawal, you want to communicate with your partner, but then your partner do not want to do that. Or you'll always have to explain yourself and your partner always criticizes you. That's when demand withdrawal is happening, and it's a huge red flag. Mutual avoidance is when you are happy in the moment, but then there are some underlying anxiety that something is wrong. There is always something unsaid, and then you don't talk about it. That's when two people grow apart slowly. Red flag number 4 is you are the one always putting efforts. There is no way to measure how much effort you put in a relationship, but then if you feel you are the only person always open to communication and your partner is not, that must be a red flag. You always have to explain yourself. Other person is always focused on problem and not the solution and test you all the time, then there's something wrong in a relationship. It can be a red flag. Before we go to the red flag number 5, and I just want to tell you, this is not the regular kind of a video we do. We do more videos on personal branding, entrepreneurship, and business. This relationship is a very integral part of someone's life and it affects your business and branding. That's why I wanted to talk about relationship and its problem in today's video. Red flag number 5 is they appreciate only your ideal self. This hits me home the deepest. Imagine you are a superman or superwoman and the person in your life appreciates only the superpower, not the person behind the mask. I come out as this strong, put together, focused woman with leadership attributes. But I am a human being with flaws as well. When someone appreciates only the fearless persona of mine and not when I'm vulnerable, maybe that's when I need to leave the relationship. I stayed in a relationship longer than I should have when I was not appreciated for who I was. I hope you are not doing the same, because as the saying goes, if you don't love me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best. Red flag number 6 is the values. Values, it's a big word. First of all, you need to define your values. And if your values don't align with theirs, then you may not want to stay in that relationship. Run or chase them away. Thank you for watching the video, and as I promised, I'm going to tell you my definition of love. And if you think this video was helpful to you, then please hit the like button and share it with your friends and family. Love is like cooking. You can't get it from someone else. You cook it for yourself. You cook it yourself and feed yourself first, and then only after that you share it for someone else. When you create love, it radiates from your personality wherever you go. The inspiration of today's video is Psych to Go. It's a channel on YouTube. It's full of these kind of a video that can inspire you in your relationship, in your life, or even if you are going through some issues, then they may be able to help you to figure out your problems and also the solutions. So you want to check their videos, link is in the description, and I will see you next week with some surprise and more romantic videos.